Welcome, Totem Pole Nation. Lambo and Lambo's World of Sports presented to you by Sideline Sports Network. We're going to be talking about the AFC South. We're going to be going to the NFL today. The AFC South is not really so competitive division. You got the Titans, you got the Jacksonville Jaguars, you got the Texans. It's a very and the Colts. You don't have a very so good division in the AFC South. This won't be long because the AFC South is probably gonna go between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. So the Colts, they have a new head coach Shane Stechien, who I think was the offensive coordinator for the Eagles. They led the Eagles to the Super Bowl and they lost to the Chiefs 35-38. Shane Stechien and the Colts rebuild, I think it's going to take about maybe a year, 2 years into the rebuild. Also with Jonathan Taylor with the trade rumors, they said they have until the 29th to trade him. So they have until Tuesday to trade Jonathan Taylor, but we'll see if he'll be traded or if he'll stay. Plenty of teams are expected to trade for Jonathan Taylor. One of them was the Buffalo Bills because they don't really have a running back. I think one of the running backs towards MCL earlier in training camp, and the Miami Dolphins. The Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins look considerations for Jonathan Taylor. We'll see how that goes. The question is, how many draft picks for the guy? You're going to give up a first round, second round, possibly third round for Jonathan Taylor, because of the money and how much does he want on the contract. So with the AFC South, with the Colts, they're going to take a while. They're rebuilding that whole franchise. I don't think the Colts will be competitive at all in the division. I think I'm going to give the Colts 7 wins. The Colts will be 7-10 this year. So with the Indianapolis Colts with the rebuild, new quarterback's going to struggle. Anthony Richardson, who is a 4th overall draft pick, he will continue to struggle, and we'll see how that goes along those lines. With the Houston Texans, Houston Texans has hired D'Amico Ryans, and I think with the first and second pick of the draft, they got Ohio State quarterback CJ Stroud. Um, we'll see how that goes with that. The Houston Texans have probably one of the not elite defenses in the league as well, along with the other lines as well. I'm just not really sold on the offense. Where is the direction of the offense going? CJ Stroud is thrown to the fire as well for the quarterback spot, even though he probably already won the job. He's thrown in there. I don't think CJ Stroud is ready to compete in the NFL as far as the quarterback level. I think he's going to get smacked around for a while. And I think for the Houston Texans, they're going to go into another rebuild. They're still in the rebuild, but I think with former GM Nick Caserio, who was a former GM for the Patriots, I think that the Houston Texans will win 5 games this year, maybe 6. Okay, the Houston Texans go 5-12 or 6-11. I'm not very confident in the Houston Texans. I'm not sure what they bring to the table. There's not really too much to say about them because they've sucked ever since the Deshaun Watson era. So now, the Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans, they missed the playoffs for the first time in Mike Vrabel's coaching career. Ryan Tannehill was somewhat hurt last year. They had Malik Willis as starting quarterback. They drafted Will Levis out of Kentucky. So we'll see how that goes along the lines. Is Malik Willis going to get cut? Are they going to keep all 3 quarterbacks? With the Tennessee Titans, they signed DeAndre Hopkins in the offseason as well. Passing game needs to be stronger, but they still have one of the best running backs in the league in Derrick Henry. So I think Derrick Henry will be the top 5 rusher in the league, maybe top 3, top 2. Also, Derrick Henry did break a bone in his foot last year as well. So Derrick Henry is coming off a fracture in his foot, a broken bone in his foot. So Derrick Henry coming back 100%. We'll see how that goes. I think the Titans will really be effective in running the football. They're not really a pass-oriented team, but they always have a very good defense under Mike Vrabel, a very excellent job. You had Kevin Byard as well at the corner slot as well. So we'll see how that goes along those lines. I think for the Tennessee Titans will win about 10 games this year. I'll give them 10-7. They'll be second in the division. We'll see how that goes, but they'll be second in the division because the team that will win the AFC South is Jacksonville Jaguars, ladies and gentlemen. Jacksonville Jaguars. You got Doug Pederson, second-year head coach, Trevor Lawrence. The Jacksonville Jaguars, ladies and gentlemen, struggled last year. All right, Jacksonville Jaguars started the season 3-7. And then after that, they beat the Ravens. The game went to overtime. They beat the Ravens. They came back. They struggled the first 10 games, and they made it all the way to the AFC divisional round with the greatest comeback of all time, the AFC wild card, where they beat the Los Angeles Chargers. They got a good receiver core. Calvin Ridley's back from a suspension from gambling. They got a lot of good guys. They got very good potential on the defensive end. Trevor Lawrence is a top 5, top 6 quarterback in the NFL as of right now. Talent-wise, his arm is great. He's poised. He's good in the pocket. I'm going to say Jacksonville Jaguars come out of that division, and they win about 11 games this year. Jacksonville Jaguars, ladies and gentlemen, win the division at 11-6. Don't be surprised. Jacksonville Jaguars are very, very talented. Their schedule is not easy, but I think Jacksonville Jaguars is a sleeper team in the AFC with a potential spot to make the playoffs. They made it last year. I see Jacksonville Jaguars making the playoffs again. So, with the AFC South, I predict the winner. The Jacksonville Jaguars win the division at 11-6. Tennessee Titans go 10-7. The Colts go 7-10. And the Houston Texans go 6-11. So that division is going to come down like last year. It's going to come down between the Tennessee Titans and Jacksonville Jaguars. Whoever wins, possibly in the situation if it's in and out, depending on the AFC, because the AFC is a very, very, very strong team as well. So we'll see how that goes along the lines. But the Jacksonville Jaguars, ladies and gentlemen, will win the AFC South division. So thank you, Total Pole Nation. It's Lambo Lambos Water Sports presented to you by Satellite Sports Network. Tune in. We catch you later on.